I'm talking in a room
just
temperature
tipped
voice.
$1.
You're yelling at me like
Stash
you do every night
Cherry,
basically nowadays.
Melina, Pixie.
I'm unokay with you pointing the camera.
Well,
in my
then
face.
leave.
We are truly living in a dystopian reality where this is what gets views and can make a career nowadays. This is what people are doing for attention and money and content. And of course, I'm going to be beating a dead horse and talking about a streamer, someone I've mentioned multiple times here on the channel in the past, and it's the queen of simps, Amouranth. This is a recent situation that just happened and it's been getting a lot of attention, and I was gonna ignore it, but this is just so sad and pathetic that I just had to make a quick little video on it. Now before we get into it, we need a bit of context on who Amouranth is and what she's done. To summarize it quickly, Amouranth is probably the most popular e-girl OnlyFans Twitch streamer out there. Her Twitch streams basically consist of her farming simps and luring and juicing out money from as many thirsty, lonely men out there as possible. A kinda difficult career, if you could even call it that, to maintain, considering the sheer amount of competition out there. And a couple years ago, there was a huge drama slash bombshell surrounding her that dropped, where she basically revealed that she was secretly married and that her husband was abusive and forcing her to do OnlyFans as well as all the Twitch streaming stuff for money. Of course, she got this huge outpouring of support and attention, you know, this poor victim, and then reportedly left and divorced her husband. Or so everyone thought. Now you would think, after leaving this horrible, abusive situation, you would, you know, switch up the content, switch up the streaming, but no. She actually just ramped it up, it seems, and continued selling pictures on OnlyFans, continued pushing the boundaries with the Twitch streams, and even got banned, going so far as to sell fart jars, bathwater, and yeast beer, whatever the hell that is. Like, I thought you were being forced to do that stuff. And that's when everyone started to suspect that maybe this was all a big lie and fake drama for attention. And what do you know, as it turns out, she lied about leaving her husband. They're still together. She lied about being forced to do this content. There was even a home invasion a couple months back as well, where according to her, she was robbed and beaten senseless, but then showed no signs of any harm whatsoever. And everyone pretty much seems to agree that that too was a huge hoax. It's like everything is lies. There's this clear pattern of being a victim to keep that simp money flowing and attention high. And that brings us to today's video, where I guess the attention and sympathy's been drying up, and her husband have resorted to faking abuse for Twitch content. Amouranth called the police on her husband after he charged at her during an argument. The two have been arguing on stream for over 10 hours.
That's fine.
Regardless.
I'm not unokay with being observed.
Okay, great.
I'm unokay with you pointing the camera.
Well,
in my
then
face.
leave. I'm not going to follow you.
So you're literally just gonna be super defiant, is that right?
Shit. Talk about problems. Hey, what the fuck is wrong with you, bro?
Including
Leave.
my
You
face.
can move. You can go
Dude,
away.
I wasn't in camera view. You moved the camera
The
view
fuck,
to me.
bro? What is wrong with you? You got.
Ma'am?
Yeah.
You okay? Yeah, I'm fine. 514,
He's just throwing everything.
They say he's been assaulted.
He's touching
He hit you?
No.
What's going on? And you got live streamers?
Yeah, we're live streaming. He's just having a tantrum argument.
So this should be a pretty open and shut case, right? Her husband's apparently abusing her, the cops are called, they arrive, take him away. By all means, the video evidence is right here. Of course, you already know that's not gonna happen. To nobody's shock, he doesn't get arrested and they presume fighting in front of the camera for the live stream. Essentially just wasting police resources and their time. On a side note, both of these people seem insufferable as hell. I mean, they really belong to each other.
Sure, that's me being whatever.
Couples
Men's
expert
perception
just
of you
tipped
is
$1.
far more important.
You should
than
do this
Why
every
do you
day.
think
Your
I'm
view
here
numbers have
somewhere
tripled.
I just met for you.
You like smoking cigars actively. Why do you compare things that you
in the
can't
yard
compare?
they shit, and then
Why
when
are you insane?
you know, we have 7 dogs. Are you honestly?
And none of them have shit in the house. Crazy,
Yeah,
right?
they have shit all over the outside.
Yeah, that's what dogs do. Where do you want it to go?
They have. Okay,
This
what I'm
is
saying is that
crazy.
we don't need 7 of them.
You chose to get 7. I wanted 5.
And yet you're saying I hate them? It's so weird.
Oh my
You
god!
can't say you're doing. You hate them. You chose to do it, but you also
I
take care of
literally
them.
told you
But you hate them.
that you
but
can't
you don't like
complain
them.
about them. You agreed you wouldn't
You're
complain about
bipolar.
them if we got
I hate them.
7.
I don't
You're
like them. I
crazy.
agreed to 7
You
of them.
suggested 2 more.
You know, you got the crocodile tears. Not a single tear in sight, actually. The acting is shocking. You know what? Bad acting aside, let's just say this is all real for a second. And by the way, I want to believe it's real. I'm not saying never believe victims of abuse. I want to believe it, but this is a known non-stop liar. But let's give her the benefit of the doubt and say that this is real. Why would you stream this? Even as a Twitch streamer, I mean, if you were truly in a very abusive situation, I don't think you'd be live streaming it and sensationalizing it in front of the camera for over 10 hours. Have him arrested, leave the house, you're rich, live somewhere else. I should honestly call the police on them at this point for this porn level acting.
Like
No, I'm
normally,
in a sane one, Nick,
No.
and you were in an insane mindset.
no, you're just something is mentally unhinged for you right now because normally
No, it's
Normally-
literally you. You are
normally
unhinged.
when you know that we're being swatted, you're at least concerned for the dogs, and you're almost gleeful.
I was not concerned in this case because one, I know that the dogs aren't in here, so there's nothing for me to be concerned, and I know that they aren't free on the
Yeah,
outside.
they're like on the patio, and then
They're on the patio concealed.
Trumps can jump over things.
I don't have to be concerned if I didn't hear a shot go off. There's nothing for me to be. If we had heard gunshots, yes, I'd be concerned. But we didn't. So why would I be concerned if police enter my door like they do every night lately because we hired them?
Those aren't the ones we hired.
Yeah, well, I don't know that at first. I didn't know we're being swatted. So how
Right, because
would
the
I
ones we
know?
hired are gonna fucking slam the door, and then I'll throw
if
my
they're
hands
trying
up.
if they're trying to talk to us, they do knock on the door loudly.
Perfectly both in frame of the camera. Honestly, this is a straight up insult to real abuse victims. You have plenty of people out there who have no platform, no people to turn to, are not rich in some abusive situations, and then you have these two making an entire show of it for attention and donations, sensationalizing it. The only thing sadder are the people who actively watch this for hours on end. I mean, that's brutal.
We have a Kit contract. And we still do OnlyFans. She does, right? The amount of money we make with both, with the exception of the last 2 months, has always been less than what OnlyFans alone used to make in 22 and 23. 2022 and 2023, and 2021. Back then, OnlyFans often hit a monthly of $2 million. Currently, last month we did over 2. But this month and every other month under the Kick contract, Kick plus OnlyFans did about 1.2, 1.3. Sometimes 1.5. Actually, kind of frequently 1.5. But you get what I'm saying? So if you look at it, we made more money in 22 and 23 per month than we did any of the months in the last 2 years.
You're fucking crazy. Why are you moving so fast?
I catalyzed
Fucking schizophrenic. You're dangerous for
I catalyzed
society.
someone to lie about me calling her senseless, and so I deserve to have a couple of
Reservoir just tipped $1.
You see,
I'm a
you
fat
were- I'm
overfed
not
with a baby. I eat burgers until my butt bleeds. I'm secretly dating a community member
yelling at me, I
while
guess.
blood
I
runs
mean-
down.
You won't leave. You won't shut up.
I'm
what
talking-
did I do? The cops won't help me.
I'm
No
talking
one
in
can
room
help me.
temperature
Destiny
voice.
little Steve
I'm talking in room
just
temperature
tipped
voice.
$1.
You're yelling at me like you
Stasha,
do every night
Cherry,
basically nowadays.
Melina, Pixie,
Did you yell at me last night?
Baby Peach,
Yeah?
Stasha, Cherry, Melina, Pixie.
Interesting. This is weird. What's up? Yeah. I mean, I don't think so. Basically, this whole thing flew off the rails when
She asked me to come help her. I came to help her. She had a really bad attitude, and then somehow it ended up with her yelling at me, but it's my fault. And then, you know, the normal thing of like, oh, we fight for like, I don't know how many hours it is. Like fucking, yeah. And then at the end of it all, she starts telling me that she thinks, you know, maybe I'm part of the plot to have her killed because of life insurance. And that's when I was kind of like, I do not think this person.
Yeah, I think people need to boycott streamers. That's the only solution. Go outside more. Don't watch people like Amaranth or anyone similar at all. I think it's important to realize that almost everyone online as well is a complete fraud. Nobody's authentic. Everybody's putting on some kind of front or show, you know, faking drama. This is the only real channel on YouTube, and be sure to subscribe because we're calling out the bullshit. But anyways, I think that's gonna wrap up today's video. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for some more juicy videos coming soon to the channel. And let me know what your thoughts are on this whole situation. Are you gonna be buying one of her fart jars? Everybody needs to collectively stop watching these live streamers. Bring back shame to anyone spending their life watching these streamers. But let me